Friend, this is Abbas and you are watching my YouTube channel. Hope you are all of doing well. Today I'm going to complete Exp25 Excel Chapter 5 Middle Level 1 Real Estate. Before I start this assignment, let me tell you that if you are struggling with Excel, MS Word, PowerPoint or Access, then you don't need to worry because I'm providing a simple step-by-step video tutorials on my YouTube channel for those students who want to improve their computer skills. And if you are facing any problem regarding any software, then hit my WhatsApp number that is given at the bottom of the screen. So before I start this assignment, in the beginning of the file, you can see that here is a little description about this project. There is nothing to do anything or nothing to solve anything, but it could be helpful if you will read it once. I'm going to read it for you. You are a real estate analyst who works for the Mountain View Realty in the North Oath County area. You have consolidated a list of houses sold during the past few months and want to analyze the data. For a simple analysis, you will outline the data and use the subtotal feature. You will then create two pivot tables and pivot chart to perform more in a depth analysis. So this was the description about this project. It will give you an idea about this assignment. So now I'm going to move on instructions files. I have like 17 step, I think so. Yes, I have like a 17 step to make this assignment in a final form for the submission. Move to the step number one, and step number one I have in front of me. It's like start Excel, download and open the file name exp25 Excel chapter 05 middle level 1 real estate. Gradle has automatically added your last name to the beginning of the file name. So basically in a step number one, he is saying that download the file that is the name exp25 Excel chapter 5 middle level 1 real estate. I have already downloaded this file from my course dashboard. You can download it from your own course dashboard, and this is all about step number one because we was only supposed to download the file. Here you can see that I have already downloaded this, and we are going to apply all the instructions on this worksheet. I'm going to move on to step number two, and step number two I have, it's like you are about to subtotal the data. First you will sort the data, you will sort the data. In the sales subtotals worksheet, sort the list by city in the alphabetical orders, then by selling agent in the alphabetical orders, and finally by listing date in chronological orders. So in a step number two, basically we are supposed to sort out the data. So now move to the worksheet, and so as per instructions, you can see that our first step is you are about to ready the subtotal the data. Here you can see the sale subtotals. So after this, next instructions are in the sales subtotals worksheet, sort the list by city in alphabetical order. This is the first instruction, and here you can see click on a home tab, then click on a editing section, then sort, filter, customize, sort. So here next instructions are So first instruction is sort the list by city in alphabetical order. So here you can see that in this column, click here and then select city. And next instructions are like then by selling agent in alphabetical order. Then selling agent. Remember that? And then click here, then click selling agent. And next instructions are like and finally by listing date in a chronological order, oldest to newest. So here you can see that. So after adding level selling agent, we are going to read a instruction again, and that is and finally by listing date in chronological order, oldest to newest, and then go to the simply on a worksheet, click on a listing date, and then newest to oldest as per instruction, and that is all from step number 2, where we are supposed to subtotal the data. Now I'm going to move on a step number 3. I'm going to read it for you that you want to display the subtotals for 3 columns to analyze the average. Use the subtotal tool to calculate the average selling price, percent of asking price, and days on a market by city. Ensure that summary below data check box is selected and then click or select OK. So this was a step number 3. I am going to perform it. Go to the simpler worksheet and then I'm very sorry guys, because I was made a mistake that we was supposed to select oldest to newest. So here simply change it oldest to newest, and that is all about the step number 2. I apologize for this because I am repeating this. I was made a mistake and I have now corrected. Now let's move to the step number 3. I have already read it for you that you want to display a subtotal for the 3 columns to analyze the average. Use the subtotal tool to calculate the average selling price, percent of the asking price, and days on a market by city. Ensure the summary below data check box is selected and then click or select OK. So simply go to the worksheet. On a worksheet, we need to click on a data, and then in the outline you can see here a subtotal as per instruction. Now the first instruction that use the subtotal tool to calculate the average selling price. So here is a selling price, and then selling price percent of the asking price. So here is the asking price. Yes, this one. And then and days on the market by city. The days on the market by days on a market. So I have selected this one. So you can see here that we have almost done this step by selecting the days on market by city. Ensure that summary below data checkbox is selected and then click on a select OK. So we have already ensured that we have made this change done. So simply click on a OK, and the step number 3 has been done. So you can get the result as you can see here. Now I am going to move on step number 3 and 4, and you remember that step number 3 was about 10 mark. So now I'm going to move on step number 4. In step number 4, you can see that we have the instruction like next. You will apply an outline so that you can collapse and expand the columns. Group the data using the auto outline feature. Collapse the outline to hide the listing date and sales date columns. Click or select the outline symbol to display the grand average and city average rows only. So now I'm going to move on a worksheet, and then so as per instruction, first of all we need to group the auto line. Here, click here, click on the home tab, and then click on a group, and where here we are supposed to auto line. Now you can see that here is a auto line appear now. So next instructions are like group data outline feature. I have done it. Collapse the outline to hide the listing date and sales date columns. So you can see that here is the listing date and the sale date column, and we are supposed to hide that one. So simply click on here, and you can see that sale data has been hidden. And now, and sorry, the sales date columns also has been hidden. Now click or select outline symbol to display the grand average and city average rows only. So go to the worksheet and click on here, and you can see that we have done it as per instruction. So this is all about step number 4. Now I am going to move on step number 5. So step number 5 I have in front of me. I'm going to read it for you that now you are ready to format the data and set a print area to print only a selection portion of the worksheet. Format the average days on a market as numbers with 0 decimal places. Apply the wrap text in cell G1 and J1. Set the print area for the range C1 up to J88. So simply in step number 5, we are ready to format the data and set a print area to print only a select portion of the worksheet. So simply go to the worksheet, and then so in step number 5 you can see that first instructions are format the average days on a market as number. You can see here is the days on a market, and this one, select this one, and then as number with 0 decimal places. So select this one in a number home tab, and then in the number section we have to number 2 in a 0 decimal places, and simply okay. So next, apply the wrap text in cell G1 and J1. Here is a cell G1, select it, and then wrap text, and here is a J1, and it's the wrap text. Now next instructions are set a print area for the range C1 up to J88. So you can select here from G1, C1 sorry, C1 up to J88, like this one. And then we are supposed to set the print area. So, so after selecting the area as per instructions, we are supposed to page layout and then print area and set print area. That's it. So this is all about the step number 5, where we was supposed to format the average days on a market as a number with the 0 decimal places, and then we have to we are supposed to apply the wrap text in a cell G1 and J1, and then set a print area for the range C1 J up to J88. So after this, I'm going to move on to step number 5. Sorry, 6. I'm going to read it for you. That step number 6: select individually columns G and J and change the column weight to 10. Change the row height to 24 for the first row. So step number 6, we are supposed to select the individually column G and J to change the column width to 10. So here simply select on a column G, click right, and then column width. As per session, we have to select 10, and then in a column J, click on the right, and then column width is the 10. Now the next instructions are like change the row height to 24 for the first row. So here is the first row, you can see, select it, and now click right, and row height should be 24. Type here 24, and then simply click on a OK. So after this, we have make this changes done. Now I'm going to move on a step number 7, because in a step number 6 we are only supposed to individually column G and J and change the column width. I have done it, and now the tell you that this channel is specially created for the students who want to improve their computer skills step by step regarding Excel, MS Word, PowerPoint, or Access. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe my channel. For any questions or a support in a Pearson, MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or Access, comment below or contact me directly. I will be very happy to help you. So see you next time. Thank you so much for your time. God bless you and have a good day. Bye bye.